Hey everyone, this is Coach G, Head Strength and Conditioning Coach at Ramah Sports Academy. Today I have for you Week 2's Strength and Conditioning Program. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys did the first one. And if you need to go back to any of them, you may. Please take advantage of these things. They're only going to help you become a better, stronger, faster athlete. So today we are going to start off with our warm-up. Same warm-up as we did the other day. We're going to work on our high knee pulls. You are going to need about 10 yards, okay, 10 yards of space. We're going to start off with our knee pulls as we go through. You're going to pull that knee to the chest and walk it out about 10 yards. On your way back, you're going to be going with a high knee run. I went a little more in depth last time on our high knee runs and all the different things that we're going to be doing. Today's a little bit less talk and a lot more do. Like I said, please go back to the previous video if you need a little more explanation as to what I'm expecting, but I'll just give you a little glimpse of what it's going to look like. So your high knee run. So we've done our high knee pull, down, extending all the way for 10 yards. Then we're going to go a high knee run, and we're going to get that knee to come up to the chest. So we're here. Bam. Then we're going to go with our pull and reach. Again, 10 yards. Take 1 or 2 steps between each repetition. Something's a little bit tighter on you. Stay in that stretch for that a little bit longer. Okay, then we're going to go with a butt kick. When we do our butt kicks, we're getting that knee up. We're getting our foot, or our heel, touch your butt. Okay, I don't want it behind here. Okay, I want it right here. Okay, and you get those butt kicks on the way back, those 10 yards. Getting those arms going, okay, always in that athletic form. Our third one is our knee hug, okay, or figure 4. Excuse me. We do that for 10 yards. Keep the body as straight up as possible. Okay, and on the way back, we're gonna go with Frankenstein's. Try to touch that foot. Again, doing this for 10 yards. Biggest thing here is not to rush. Take your time. If something is bothering you, aching you a little bit, okay, take more time and stretch it. Just because I say 10 yards doesn't mean that's all you have to do. You can always do a little bit more. All right? I know I'm going a little bit fast, so what I want you to do, as I tell you what the exercise is, I'm going to demo it, pause the video, and then go ahead and do it. Unpause the video, and you'll see the next one. Alright, so we've gone with that Frankenstein's on the way back. You've paused the video, you've now done it. Come back, and here we go. We're going to go with a forward lunge. So we hit our forward lunge. We're going to get that back leg as straight as possible. Okay, it's not like a regular lunge. Okay, where you get that back knee down. I don't want that. I want that back knee straight. Okay, we're stretching our hip flexor. On the way back, we're going to go with a reverse lunge. So I'm here, I'm going to power all the way back in that reverse lunge. Okay, and that's the difference. Okay, so I don't want you to stop in the middle. So when you do that reverse lunge, I don't want you to stop in the middle here. I want you to power all the way back. Working on balance and stability. Okay, pause your video, run that. And then come back. So now you should be back. Here we go. Now we're going to come up with our next one. We're going with a lateral lunge. So we're going to go away and towards. So I'm here. Bang. I'm going to go towards, away, towards. Again, for 10 yards. At about 5 yards, you're just going to face the opposite direction. Still working in that same towards. Here, on the way back, you're going to go with your, these are called waiter's bows. You're going to push your butt back, keep your back flat, stretch that hamstring. Okay, you'll see some people like to do that, totally up to you. The hands don't make a difference. It's all about sitting back, stretching that hamstring. Okay, pause your video. And do that stretch, those 2 stretches there. All right, Now we are moving on to the next one. We're going with an overhead squat. You're gonna have your hands above your head, your toes, and toes 45 degrees out. You're gonna push your butt back, your chest up. So here we go. You're gonna give me 10 overhead squats. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now we're gonna go 5 single leg squats. Okay, this is not an RDL. We're not trying to keep our legs straight as we do this. Okay, here, I want you to bend down slow, control, touch that toe. Notice I bent that knee to get there. All right, you're gonna do 5 on your left, 5 on your right. Pause that video, do that, come back to the next one. For the next one, we are gonna do fire hydrants. We're gonna go 5 on our left, nice and slow. So I'll show it on my right side just so you guys can see it a little bit better. Okay, we're gonna go 5 on the right side. My back is flat. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I'm gonna do 5 fluid, same side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I do the other side. Do those exercises right now. Pause the video, come back. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next one and the last one that we're going to be doing for our warm-up. And this is our fire hydrant, okay, our donkey kick to fire hydrant. So we go donkey kick, legs straight back, fire hydrant, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we do 5 fluid. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we do the other side. Okay, pause your video, finish your warm-up. Once you finish your warm-up, I'll go over our continued warm-up. This is more of our agility and plyometric movements. Pause your video, make sure you finish your warm-up. Okay, so we're moving on to our next piece. Our next piece is our agility movements. These are more of your running forms, things that are going to help you build your athletic ability. We're going to start off with our A skips. A skips, we're going to go in skip position. We're going to drive our foot into the floor and get that other foot to come up as quick as we can. Okay, so we're here, bang, drive that foot into the floor. That is your A skip. You're going to do that. You're going to go 10 yards back. So I want you to pause your video, go 10 yards back, and come back to me. Next up is our B skip. B skip, if you need to, if you haven't gotten the fluidity of it yet, you're going to start with a B walk. What you're going to do is you're going to bring your knee up, relax it out, snap it down. Bam, looks like that. Your foot should make contact with the floor right underneath your body. Okay, so I'm going to give a little demo of what it looks like for just a B walk. So we're up, out, snap it down. Okay, when you get 10 yards, go with the other leg. So now I'm going to go with my right leg. Up, out, relax, snap it down. Once you've gotten that skill down, you're going to try a B skip. Okay, B skips, there's no walk to it. You just get right into it, skip, one leg, the other leg, one leg, the other leg. Okay, these take practice. Okay, please take the time to practice it. Then go up and out. Okay, get your 10 yards, come back, do the same thing. What I want you to make sure you notice is when I do it, or when you do it, make sure you're doing this, lean forward, okay? If you're standing straight up, it's gonna come all awkward, you're gonna feel it in your hip flexor, okay, that's not gonna feel so great. So make sure that we come forward, okay, every single time, and working on that. Next up, this is the thigh pop drill. The image that I like to use for this one is fairies jumping on lily pads, okay? The best way that I learned this was, let's say you're playing with some younger kids, okay, and you're running, and you know you're faster than they are. You want to drag it out, okay? So we're going 1 foot, okay, bounding onto the next one. Okay, this is where that frogs on lily pads thing kind of works. So here we go. You're going to get that knee up as high as we can. Again, this is the thigh pop drill. Bang, bang. Okay, coming back, bang. That was a bad one. Okay, we're not skipping. So ignore the on my way back. On the way there, I did pretty good. On the way back, not so great. Okay, drag it out. Do that one more time for you. Okay, really trying to get that knee up. Long transitions, getting that knee out. Touch, touch. Okay, I want you to practice that. Okay, and it's okay to make mistakes. If you do, just do it again. No big deal. Okay, take your time, practice that 10 yards down, 10 yards back. All right, so now you are back. We're going to go with our straight leg shuffle and then our straight leg bound. Now this one, we're going to do 10 yards of the shuffle and then we're going to do bound on the way back. The only difference between the two is a shuffle, we're getting as many steps in as we possibly can. We're keeping our legs as straight as we can as we're coming through. I call this the Flintstone run because when we do this, it kind of takes a minute before you start picking up speed. Okay, kind of like the Flintstones when they're starting their car. So, here we go. Quick shuffle. Hands going. Many reps as we can. 10 yards. On the way back, I want you to try a straight leg bound. The straight leg bounds, you're going to cover as much ground as you can. If you guys remember Deion Sanders, I know he's prime time. He does his stuff on, I believe, the NFL Network. Okay, he was known for high stepping into the end zone. Okay, holding the ball behind him. Don't ever do that. Don't showboat. Okay, but the point is, we're going to get this high knee, straight leg bound. We cover as much ground as possible. All right, I'm going to demo it down. I'm going to demo it back. You're going to do it for 10 yards. Okay, coming back after your shuffle. So here we go. Okay, coming back. Again, lean forward. As you were doing it, pump those arms. Cover as much ground as you possibly can. Pause the video. Run that. We're going 10 yards with the shuffle. As many steps as possible. And on the way back, we're going bound. We're covering as much ground as possible. Pause your video. Okay, next up we have our karaoke. Our karaoke here is a little bit different. We're going to go with a no hip turn. So what I do is I step behind, and when I step in front, I'm snapping my foot as close as I can down the center of my body. Okay? So when we do it, we're going to focus behind, snap in front. Okay? We're used to doing a lot of twisting in our karaokes. I want you to do the 10 yards facing one direction. On the way back, you're going to face the same direction, but you're working the opposite side. So imagine this is 10 yards, which it is not. Step behind. Bang. Okay, coming back. We go behind, in front. Okay, doing that 10 yards down, 10 yards back. Practice that. Next up, we are going to have our lateral bounds. We're going to do these for power, okay? Power ones, we're going to push off our trail leg as much as we can. Minimal time on our transition foot and get bang right onto the next one. Okay, we're going to do 10 yards down, 10 yards back, facing the same direction both times. Okay, so I'm here. I'm going to power out to this foot and push off. So I'm here, bang. Coming back the other way, bang. Cover as much ground as you possibly can. The transition at the end was not great. But you are focusing on those lateral power bounds. Then I want you to do the same thing, but now you go for speed. You go for speed. This is more of what you're typically used to. Okay, but power. Really push off as you go. Cover as much ground as possible with speed. So here, bang. Really focusing on pushing off that back foot. Bang. Okay, 10 yards down, 10 yards back. So do for power first, down and back. Do it for speed, down and back. Those are your lateral power bounds. Okay. Last one I'm going to have you guys doing, okay, for our agility drill or for our speed and mechanic work, okay, is power skips for height, and then you do it for distance. So for height, you want to get multiple reps, trying to punch the sky. We're up, bang. Get height on each rep. When we go for distance, we're down, out. We cover as much as we can. That was bad form on that one. Having a rough day. All right, make sure you cover as much ground as possible on each skip. Okay, try to finish the job as quick as you can on that one. All right, but again, really focusing on that form. So those are your power skips, okay, for height and for distance. Practice those. We're going down once, back once. Pause your video. Okay, so now we're back. We're going to focus on our next set of skills. Okay, we're going to do 5 reps. Again, still working 10 yards. Okay, we are going to do the first one. These are called ground starts. You're literally going to start on the ground. You are going to pop up and sprint out. Okay? If you lose your footing, okay, for example, I'm on my concrete, I'm on my driveway here. Okay, there's little rocks and things like that. If you lose your footing, it's okay, just stay with it. The whole point is the explosiveness, staying low, okay? As low as you can for as long as you can, all right? Practice this. We're going 5 repetitions. You're gonna go sprint out 10 yards, walk it back, get yourself set, sprint out 10 yards, walk it back, total of 5 times. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna start on the floor. I'm gonna, on my own go, so ready, set, and go. Pop. Then you walk it back. Okay, that's your time to catch your breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Then you got 4 more reps. Okay, pause the video. You guys are gonna get set on your next one. Okay, next up, we're gonna go with kick-up starts. We're doing 5 of these as well. Again, it's only 10 yards. What we're really working on is our acceleration. Okay, that's the explosiveness right off the bat, right off the gun, right off the whistle, depends on what sport you were playing. Okay, so here, these are called kick-up runs. Okay, when we do this, your hands are down on the floor, your feet are relatively close together. You're gonna pop up and go. So as soon as your feet make contact, you're taking off. You're gonna do that. You're gonna sprint it out for 10 yards. Okay, walk it back. Do 4 more times. Okay, guys, pause your video. Get that one in. Next up, we have, I like these ones. We're going single leg, broad. Okay, broad jumps. So what we're doing is we're focusing on one leg. We're gonna jump out, land on that leg. Okay, so I'm gonna focus on my left leg. It's my dominant leg. Second time through, I'm gonna focus on my right leg. Okay, or you would focus on the right leg. So here we go. A broad jump is both feet jumping out as far as you can from a standing position. Single leg broad, you're on one leg, jumping out, landing on that one leg from a standing position. So I'm here, got my one leg, my left leg is the one I'm really focusing on here. My right leg is the one that's gonna give me a little momentum. I'm up, and I'm out. Okay, hold your balance, get out as far as you can, explode out. Okay, you are gonna be going for 10 yards. So if you don't give it your all, it's gonna take you more reps to get to those 10 yards. Okay, so I want you to give it everything you got, working on your left side, then you're gonna come back working on your right side, single leg broads. You are gonna do that twice each leg. Pause your video, get your 2 sets, get it. Okay, here we go. So now we are gonna go to our single leg broad to 90 degrees. I'm gonna do this one facing the camera. Okay, when we do this, you're gonna do your single leg broad jump like we just practiced. But now when you land, I want you to come out to 90 degrees. Okay? So this is your cut ability. Okay? So I come out, I get myself set. Broad, 90, land on 2. Okay? Make sure you breathe. I held my breath on that one, so make sure we breathe when we do it. So we go out, 1. Okay, land on 2. Try to get those feet to land together. You're going to do 2 going to your right side with your left leg doing the work. Then you're going to do 2 with your right leg doing the work, still going to the right side. Okay? Then you're going to do 2 on your left side. Both legs get 2 reps. 2 reps. Okay? Okay? Practice that drill now. Last one we are going to do for your speed and agility skills, okay, is our skaters hand in the dirt. Okay, so here we're going to work on getting about 4 reps each side. You're going to do a skater where we jump out and to the side, landing on the opposite foot. So I'm jumping to my left, I'm going to land on my left foot. Then I'm going to jump out to my right, landing on my right foot. Okay? Here, I want you to pause. When you get to that left side, for example, I'm going to my left side first, I'm going to pause and hold there for a second before I try to come back the other way. So here's my skater. Bang. That was a bad one. All right, try that again. A little perfectionist in it. Here we go. So go out, land it, hold, good, come back, hold, okay? And you do that for each side, okay? You're going to do 4 each side. You're going to do 2 sets of that. Pause your video, go ahead, get into that. We're going to now get into our strength workout for the day. Our strength workout for the day, we are going into monster walks. Okay, here you have the elastic bands wrapped around your legs. I didn't bring mine out with me. Okay, you have those elastic bands wrapped around your legs. We're working only 5 yards. So now we're imagining I have that band wrapped around my leg. It should be up at the knees. Okay, and I'm going to step, and I step past it. Okay, going for 5 yards. Good, once I got it, now I'm going to go backwards 5 yards. Take your time, do it nice and slow. These are called monster walks because you can't walk so well like that, so it's kind of like you're a monster. Okay, totally normal. Okay, you're going to do 3 sets. Forward, backwards, that's 1 set. Forwards, backwards, 2nd set. 3rd set, forward and backwards. You're going 5 yards forward, 5 yards backwards. Okay, go ahead and practice that one. Still using those bands, you're now going to turn and you're going to go lateral. So now we're moving sideways, still 5 yards, step, step half. You don't want to step your feet all the way together. The band will kind of drop down. Okay, here, we're taking those bands, I want them all the way down at your ankles. Okay, that's the more advanced version. So even on the previous monster walks, if you want to redo those ones again, you can do them with them at your ankles. Okay, that's the more advanced way, so the lower down on your feet, okay, the more difficult it's going to be. So we step, step half, step, step half. We do that for 5 yards. I'm going to go back the other way, step, step half. Notice, my knees are bent, my butt is out, my chest is up. Okay, those are going to do, again, we're doing 3 sets, 5 yards to my left, 5 yards to my right. That's 1 set. Go ahead and practice that one. Next up, we have our Bulgarian split squats. I'm going to show you guys my glorious garage, okay, because there I have my bench. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and we are going to work on Bulgarian split squats. So here, we're going to take our foot, we place it on the bench. You're going to go 3 sets of 10 reps on each leg. Here, I'm going to drop down, come right back up. Keep my weight on my heels. You see how I lifted my foot? That's how I know that my toes don't have all that weight, all that pressure. So I'm doing 10 on my right leg, 10 on my left leg. That's 1 set. You're going to do 3 sets of 10 on each leg. Next up, we have sumo squats. Sumo squats are the same as regular squats, except our feet are wider apart. Okay, here you're doing 3 sets of 10, chest up. Okay, weight is still on my heels. Those toes should be able to wiggle. Okay, get as low as you can. Okay, 3 sets of 10 repetitions. Then we are moving on to our push-ups. We're going 3 sets to failure. Okay, now let me explain real quick what failure is. Okay, failure is technical failure, which means your form starts getting really messed up and ugly. At that point, stop. Okay, there's no point in having that weird where your hip starts dropping and your only one arm is really working. Okay, that's not a good set or not a good rep, so don't even bother. At that point, you have failed, it's over. The gym is the one place in your life where you want to fail. It means you work that muscle. So you're gonna do 3 sets to failure. Now my expectation is your first one you're gonna crank out to failure, and let's say you get 652. I'm just throwing numbers out there. Obviously, on your second set, because you're taking about a minute break, okay, you're gonna then get into that second set, well, you're not gonna get 652, okay? The number's gonna be much lower. And that third set, probably the same, probably much lower, okay? So don't be surprised if that happens to you. The last one we're gonna be doing today, okay, we are gonna be working on our bench dips. So we're doing 3 sets of 15 to 25, okay? But again, if you get to failure before then, that's fine. Just try to get back to that point. When we do these bench dips, I want you to turn your hands slightly to the side, okay? For a long time, I used to teach you put your hands to the front. Now if you put your hands to the side, what that does is that pushes your shoulders back, okay? And your form becomes a lot better and a lot less stress on your shoulders. Now a lot of us spend time playing video games or on our phone or on our computer and our hands are in front of us all the time. So what we do, we bring those arms back and we teach our body external rotation, okay? And that's gonna keep our body in line, so that changes your posture from this, with our hands always in front, to this, okay? And that's much stronger, much more powerful, okay? And that's how an athlete should look. All right, guys, please take your time, get each one of those reps and sets in, do it to the best of your ability. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Looking forward to seeing you guys on Wednesday at 2 o'clock, and hope you guys have the best. Train hard, work hard. Proud of you all. All right, guys, have a great day.